Hey, good evening, everyone. I am the crazy guy, the photographer, the graphic artist, and everything all in one. And today that I'll be trying out Affinity Studio, and let's see how that works. I wanted to try this thing for a bit, and I'm not sure if it even works. But let's see. I've been using Photoshop for many years, and since they came out with this new thing where they monitor all your documents, they look at all your thing. I'm feeling a little weirded out by this. So I decided that I'm going to try Affinity because I've heard so much about it. I'm using a graphic tablet together with it today. I've never done so before. And we're going to see how that works. I'll be using one of my own photographs I have used before. I have already worked on one of them in Photoshop already, and I'm going to basically compare the results of the two systems actually. So this is a photograph by me. It is one that's done in studio. Now, this lovely lady, her name is Kia. It was her birthday, and she came in to do a simple shoot, nothing spectacular. So here she is in studio, and as you can see, it's basically a very good photograph. It still needs a little bit of sharpening, and also there's some stuff that we have to get rid of on her face, and some glitter that came from the makeup and stuff. So we're gonna try it out and see if we can get the flow to go just as well as with the Photoshop, and let's see how that goes. So I'm using basically a Wacom clone, basically, of the tablet I'm using. It's actually TRCOM. It's an older tablet because my newer tablet, somebody decided they wanted the pen. Now, I'll be using some of the same keys. I'm assuming that the keys work, so we can try the J key, which is the patch tool. And let's see, what is selected? I'm not familiar with the tool set here. So let's see. We have healing brush, patch tool, blemish removal, painting brush tool, red eye removal tool. Okay, let's see how this works. What I'm going to do first and foremost is to create a duplicate layer of the background layer just in case anything happens. There we go, duplicate. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we're going to use the tool. I'm not too sure which one I'm using. Oh, I have to click Alt. Okay. I think that did something. What exactly, I don't know, but I think it did something. I may have done a little too much. Alright, so let's try this again. We're going to use the... Oh, okay. I see, it's kind of like the clone stamp tool, I'm guessing. But that is not the tool I really want, so let's try another tool. And we're going to use the patch tool, which is what I would probably use in Photoshop. And let's scroll up a little bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, the keys are not the same because Alt and the mouse wheel would zoom in for me, but in this case it's Control and the mouse wheel. So it took a little getting used to. So here we go. So we're going to select. I'm assuming that we have our patch tool selected. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I got it. So you then select, and then you don't have to actually drag, just hover in a different direction, I'm guessing. So let's try this again. So then we just have to just draw in and just move the pointer to where we'd like to sample, and it does the rest. Okay, so that's fairly easy. Let's try that. Okay, now that we've got that workflow going, so we can then. Okay. Now I'm choosing the nearest approximation to the pixels that I've chosen, so I can get a very good match. Control D, yeah. Ooh, that didn't work. Okay, I would have to click on it to commit it. Okay. So I have to click to commit. So when you select, you hover, and then you have to click to commit. Okay, got that. So let's see, comparing the two layers. And again, what's different here is the visibility toggle is on this side as opposed to Photoshop, which is on this side. Alright, let's see what else we have. So we have to take off this little bit of stuff on the lip right here. Okay, okay. There we go. Okay. We seem to be doing okay with that. Okay, so let's do a zoom out look and let's compare what we have done so far. It's not bad. I mean, this is basically my first time around, so I'm guessing that I do have a workflow in Photoshop which I use. Yeah, so many people do not like this new update in Photoshop of the agreement, so they are trying different programs. And I guess I am one of them who's trying something different to see how that works. Now, one of the things to me is the frequency separation. I know within Infinity you can import to a certain extent the plugins, but mine plugins are mostly scripts, such as the Venus script and stuff like that. Oops, sorry. And let's see. I keep dragging like I do in Photoshop, because in Photoshop you do that and then you drag. But you just actually move the pointer. So I keep trying to drag this because in Photoshop, as you know, that you have to drag, and it seems to be okay. Alright, so let's just go ahead and save that for now. So Control S, I'm assuming, save document. Save flattened, no, we don't want to save it as flattened, save as. And as you can see, it doesn't, it gives you the Affinity photo. So let's save that. We're going to leave the same file name and the different. I know you can import PSD file. I'm not sure if you can export PSD file. Let's see. I'm not seeing an export. Okay, here we go. Export function. Export it as PNG, PNG 8, PNG, JPEG, GIF, TIFF. Oh, we can export as PSD and PDF, SVG, WMP. Yes. Apparently you can do a very wide range of exporting. We will try out the PSD files later on, probably in the next podcast, and we'll see how that works. So I am not sure if this has any AI features. We will soon find out. So let's go select all. So what I want to do now, I want to blur the background a little bit, give it a bit of a Gaussian blur to smooth out a bit. So let's see. Select all, selection from layer, select from layer. And I'm not seeing a select subject. Oh, is there a select subject? I don't even know. So save selection. Yeah, let's find out if we can do a select subject using the. Where is the selection tool? Here we go. Where is the selection tool? I'm assuming selection brush. So okay. So I'm guessing we can add the approximation to the select subject tool. We do have a refine button that comes up here. So let's see what the refine button does. Okay. So it doesn't bring it up into a really separate window as such with the Photoshop, but it does allow you to have, there you go. So while it doesn't bring up a something separate, it does give you an overlay mask, which you can see your selection. Okay. And then you can I suppose you can then add to it using your brush tools. So it's trying to refine it. I should have made the brush size a little smaller. Okay, I think it did it on its own. So let's try here. So while the brush size may be bigger, it seems to be affecting the color range on its own. So I'm guessing it is using some sort of AI model. I'm not too sure. I could always find that out. And let's see. So we have a little bit over here. Let's see how it handles that. Oh, not bad. And yeah. Now if you notice, I give a little piece. Apparently it didn't select everything in there. Okay. But I am guessing it doesn't have the brush tool that Photoshop has. Well, we'll need to further refine it, but we're gonna leave it like this for now. Leave it like this. We'll come back to it later. So the refine tool, the selection tool, is actually a little different. So we would then, I'm supposing that they would then have to work on that. Or maybe I would need to do what they call that. Probably do some more research to find out how exactly that works. Alright, so let's see. So we now have this background layer selected. I'm going to duplicate the background again. Okay. Let me make sure it is duplicated, the background or not. Okay. So the background layer is duplicated and we're going to apply a mask on it. So let's see how to do it. Start. Okay. So we got our mask. By the way, Control D does deselect the matching. Alright. So first and foremost, let's see if we can apply a layer to brighten up some of the background. Adjustment layer. So let's see what adjustment layers we have. We have levels, white balance, hue saturation, with color, black and white. I am going to use a bit of a black and white background. Let's make it pure and simple. Okay. So I use a black and white background. Okay. I noticed that I didn't select the top layer, which is the logo, but we'll come back to that later on. So then now we have this layer selected, and we're going to apply a Gaussian blur to it. Apply a Gaussian blur to this layer to make to smooth out the white areas. But before we do that, we're also going to improve on the shadows a little bit. So we're going to use an curves there, so we're gonna affect the, and this is the highlights and this is the shadow. So what we're going to do, we're gonna bring the shadows a little bit. Bring it a little bit more, and bring down the highlights a little bit to kind of even it out. Too much. There we go. Okay. Alright, so what do you think, everyone? I think we might have a little bit of a winner here. Now, normally within Photoshop you have the smart objects, and you can make changes to the thing. I'm not sure if this does automatically or I have to create some sort of special layer. But we are going to try our filter, which is the Gaussian blur. And let's see. No, it's sharpen blur. Here we go. So we have Gaussian blur. Let's see what happens with this one. So it starts off at 0. Let's zoom in a little bit and let's see what we're doing. So here we have Gaussian blur. Apparently it seems to be, I did not refine the selection that much, is true. But again, I'm just testing this thing out. Let's see how it works. I'm just probably, as the saying goes, kicking it around the table. Our next broadcast, I will further refine it after I have gone through it a little bit. Okay. It seems to have done the trick a little bit. But the only thing is that I am not seeing a way to adjust the Gaussian blur again after I've done it. Or unless it uses adjustment layers to separate it. To see, select. No, I'm not seeing the smart layer kind of thing. So the people, we are using the same thing that you are going through. I'm going through them right now. Let's see how it works. I'm not too sure. Edit all layers, group all layers, live filters. Maybe that's what it is. There we go. Live filters, motion blur. Well, we'll be definitely exploring these in another broadcast. Let's see how that works. So let's try the live layer motion blur. Okay. So what it does, it creates like a, kind of changes it into the smart object, I'm guessing. So here is our smart object type of thing within Affinity. Okay, so I see that. Alright, so we seem to be going somewhere. Alright, so let's look at something else. So we're going to look at, okay, like I said, this is just our first time going around with this thing. So we're going to also try our dodge and burn. Let's see. We notice there are some like here, a bit of extreme highlight right here, and some of it here. So we're going to try dodge and burn. Let's see how that goes. Adjustments. Let's see if we have it in the live filters. Dodge and burn. Depth of field, diffuse glow, bilateral blur, lens blur, dodge and burn. No, I'm not seeing any dodge and burn, but I did notice, however, that in the filter there's also a frequency separation filter. What is this one? Shadows and highlights? Let's see. Shadow strength. Okay, so we're gonna try that one. Alright, so we're gonna create Shadow range, shadow strength, highlight strength. So let's try highlight strength. Oh wow. Okay. So bring it right down. Shadow strength. So it kind of almost creates almost like a sharpening effect. Highlight range. Okay, we'll come back to that next time. Alright, so let's try creating two layers. We're going to create a curve layer to create the dodge. Oh, I see. So apparently we're not doing it like we did with that mask layer. So I'm guessing we'll have to create a mask, a layer mask, and work with that, I'm guessing. So let's see, create a layer mask. So there we go. So we have created a layer mask with curves. So let's move on. So now we have a layer mask with the curves. I'm not seeing an invert, so let's see if I use Control I. Okay, here we go. Mask has been inverted. So let's see, we use our paint tool, our brush tool. Now, the thing about this is that I am not certain as to what keystrokes adjust the brush tool, because I'm a Photoshop user, so the key combination is a cookie for me. So let us try using our brush tool. We're going to paint our mask. D, X. Okay, the D and the X key. Whoa. Okay, so we're going to lower the intensity of that a little bit. Or we're going to use the brush presets for the... Okay. I am learning this thing just as you are. So let's try reducing the opacity a little bit and the flow as well. Okay, so we are now you reduce the opacity of the flow, and let's see how it goes. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. Alright. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to name this dodge. I'm going to duplicate it. Control J does work, so we're going to call. But I notice here it keeps the name. It doesn't change it to like dodge 1 or dodge 2. So we're going to call this layer burn capsule. Burn. And then we're going to come to the, I'm going to just bring this to the opposite direction. And let's see. So now we have our burn layer. And let's try it out. So we're just going to, okay, so our dodge burn, if we use, so we can actually create our own dodge and burn layers. Very simple. Okay. What do you think, people? And like I said, this is not exactly, we're not going to go to perfection on this. Let's try it out, so to speak. So we now have, excuse me, so we have created the dodge and burn layer. And let's see, I'm going to create a Ctrl Alt Shift with visible. Oh, created a new layer. Control Shift E does work in this apparently. So we now have a new layer. So let's try out the filters. We're going to go to the frequency separation layer. Let's see what happens. So we have the Gaussian blur. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Apply that. And high pass, low pass, scan 5. So we have this. So if we were to disable the high frequency layer, we have this. And the low frequency layer, we have that. So with a little bit of blending opacity, you can then decide at what levels do you want these things to be. Okay. So our high frequency layer here, I set it as 0. Okay. I didn't make it much of a change. So let's bring this up a little bit back. Let's try our low frequency. I seem to be missing something. Okay, that's how it's supposed to work. Okay, I think I'm seeing issues. So let's disable this and that. Let's go to the high frequency, enable the high frequency, and so we get a sharpening effect that I cannot seem to. Did not affected by it? That's weird. Oh, I think I'm adjusting the wrong thing. Wait a minute. I was adjusting the wrong thing. But I think I did this back. So let's go to the high frequency and bring it down a little bit. And the frequency, let's come back up a little bit. So, all in all, it seems to be pretty much okay. I'm not sure if I think it can be a viable tool to replace Photoshop. I think it can be. If we get over the learning curve just a little bit, we can enable it to use a Photoshop replacement. So now next session we will refine our selections a little bit, including the use of the pen tool and other tools. Let's see how best we can use those. I'm not going to be saving those adjustments because of the fact that we will be making it a finer selection later on. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for being part of my show tonight. This is basically my second broadcast, and we'll be delving a lot deeper into some more Photoshop replacement, including Adobe Designer and Affinity Designer and Affinity Publisher. Again, like I said before, I have been a Photoshop user for, let me see, close to 20 years, 25 years. And I've gone through several iterations of Photoshop. However, what is very, very disconcerting was the new feature where they are using documents that you have made or have in the cloud as part of the AI training. And if it is so, well, it is so. However, I would choose not to be part of that. So gentlemen, thank you very much for tonight's show. I do look forward to seeing you once again. So have a good night, and when the next time we have a podcast, we will be refining our selections a little better than what we have in the corner down here. And as you can see, this is not acceptable at all. Shame.